Lauren says, "Hi Steve, I've watched a lot of your videos and they are incredibly helpful." Well, thank you. That's really my goal with this. "I'm planning on taking the upcoming October and November LSATs and applying to law schools for admission in the fall of 2021. I was wondering what your thoughts are on applying to law schools given this situation, when I'll have my October LSAT score on the applications but not my November one yet. I'm applying to schools in Canada where the deadlines for applications are mostly due November 1st. Okay, so apply to law schools after you've gotten all your LSAT scores back. If you want them to consider you with your November LSAT score, then I wouldn't apply until your November LSAT score comes back. Otherwise, they won't be able to consider your application until it's complete, and they might be waiting for that score. That poses a problem when applications you say are mostly due November 1st. So I would double check if they actually are due November 1st, or if maybe they are willing to, in some cases, wait for those November LSAT scores to come back. If they're not, then there's no really point in taking the November LSAT if you are planning to apply to law schools only in Canada, because then you'd be after the deadline. You don't want to have to wait a year, obviously. But the American law schools, I think pretty much all of them, I can't imagine any exceptions to this, all of them will accept November LSAT scores. Maybe not for special early decision or early binding programs or even unbinding ones, but for regular decision applications, they typically, in the US, I can't think of any exceptions again, they will take November LSAT scores without a doubt. So I would double check the Canadian situation. I'm not an expert on the Canadian law school admission process in particular, but in general, you've got to wait to apply until you actually get all of your scores back. Otherwise, even if you apply, they'll still be holding and waiting for that LSAT score, or even worse, if they get things mixed up, they might actually evaluate your application and make a decision on it in the absence of that November LSAT score, in which case you're only being considered with the October LSAT score, and so I wouldn't want you counting on that one. But that's all I have to say on that. Reach out to the schools and see what they have to say regarding this. I'd be surprised if they aren't willing to wait for November LSAT scores, but schools are free to set their own policies. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them, and feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.